Hi everybody, welcome to this pick a card. This is about what you need to know about what's going on in your current circumstances, maybe some of the past and the future. So we have three piles here, 1, 2, and 3. And the first pile has Shungite in it. It's extremely grounding and protective. It shields the wearer from electromagnetic frequencies, marries the spiritual body with the physical body. And the second pile has Howlite. This is an attunement stone, links the user to higher spiritual consciousness. Great for reducing anxiety, tension, and stress. And it can also eliminate pain, anger, and or rage. And now third and final, you have Hessonite, which is Garnet. This cinnamon stone can bring joy and happiness into your life, stability, and helps balance emotions. Okay? So take a moment and decide which pile is for you. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to start with pile number 1. That is the one that has the Shungite in it, okay? It's a wonderful stone. It helps the spiritual body and the physical body unite. So let's see what we have. Your first card is all about choices. When you accept responsibility for your life, and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and protect the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively in your outside world. Okay, so that's the big message for today. Now let's see what we have and where to go from here. Lizard spirit, dream the world into being. Stop. Cross. This can be a challenging time for you. Let me read to you out of the book what it says about cross. Troubles, destiny, suffering, karma, burden. The cross is a symbol of difficult life lessons that are necessary for learning, transformation, and rethinking of core values. This card has to do with fate and karma, leading to serious tests of faith and spirit. Which is kind of interesting in that the crystal that goes with this is talking about marrying the spiritual and the physical. This card marks the beginning of a difficult period, but the suffering will not be in vain, but for the sake of supreme goals. So yeah, this is challenging, but right here, notice, it says stop, okay? That's a big deal. Ask your angels, and this can very well be asking your angels for help, okay? And now we have regeneration, higher power, and the 9 of Swords. So initially, what this feels like to me is there's been something that's going on that's been a big test or a big challenge. And it's telling you to stop with the challenge. Bring your life into being, your world, what it is you want. So this could be suffering, potentially, that you've imposed on yourself for whatever reason. You know, it could be guilt or imposter syndrome or something where you don't feel like you deserve good things. Talk to your angels. And it looks like it's going to bring in a new beginning. And here, your higher power, yes, connect with the spiritual side to let go of the challenging thoughts. And remember here, there are choices. Take responsibility for your life and the choices you make. Realize that you're worthy of wonderful things, okay? You don't need to spend time suffering. It looks like you potentially have already been there. So it's time to let it go. Okay, you'll be able to listen and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively. So this is kind of saying the whole thing here. You want to let go of what you've been carrying with you that's been a challenge. And notice on either side of this, here you have dream your world into being. Let it go, the problems. Bring in what you want into your life. Talk to your angels, and here you have higher power. Include that into your life because you need to let go of the challenging thoughts, the challenging times, the challenging memories. You need to let it go. Have this new beginning. And remember to include spirit. Here is a spiritual card. The cross definitely is. And so is your higher power. And even the crystal that comes with this is talking about bringing the physical and the spiritual together. And I think so is this card. Okay, it's a big message here. Let go of the suffering that could potentially be self-imposed. It doesn't have to be, but it looks like it might be. And bring in a new beginning of happiness, okay? Let's go ahead and get some tarot to go with this. Yeah, it's very plain to see this message. And yes, all these cards were chosen at random by me shuffling and them jumping out. So, it is the universe giving you this message. I'm just the mouthpiece, so to speak. Yeah. Make the choice, the wise choice for happiness. Okay. Dream the world into being. You have the Knight of Swords. And this is talking about you using your insight, your clarity, your wisdom, and quickly moving forward to go to where it is you want to be. All right? So bringing what you want into your life, because now this is taking action going towards your goal. You see clearly. You can see that it is time to get out of this if you will let yourself accept it. Okay? It is time to go forward to what it is you want. All right? Now let's get another card. Okay. Yeah, look at this. Very best card in the deck. Stop putting yourself through such a challenging time. It doesn't matter if, say, you did something in the past where you feel like you're trying to make it right by making yourself suffer. You know, that is a really hard thing to do. But it's not going to help you. So stop that. Let the sun come in. This is you going for your happiness. Going for what it is you want and being able to receive it, okay? Like I said, to me this is a very important message. It's a big message. You are wonderfully made. Okay? Allow yourself to experience the joy. Whatever happened in the past is done. It's gone. You don't need to keep paying for it, whatever it was. Okay, cross. Take a look at this. You have justice. And if you'll notice, 2 of the 3 so far are major arcana. Justice can say a couple of things. One, it's you need to bring in the balance. And this energy from the cross is not balanced. It's suffering. It's having a very hard time. And justice is saying, bring balance into your life. Allow the good to come in. Do not just sit there and make yourself suffer, okay? Let yourself bring in the balance and let the universe deal with whatever has happened, okay? Beautiful message here to go with cross. Bring in the balance. Okay, now let's get a card for Ask Your Angels. You know, there are times, and I can think of them too, we've all made mistakes. We've all had challenging things done to us where, you know, we have some pretty interesting thoughts on that. And that's, you know, being human. No need to pay a price forever. No, you need to let it go. Allow yourself the happiness. The very first card here is dream your world into being. In other words, allow what you want, the happiness, to come in. Okay, ask your angels. Look at the energy you have here. It's a very strong energy. This is the King of Wands. He goes for his desire. And you have a lion in the background. This is strength. Be strong. Take the leadership role. Go for what it is that you truly want. Let go of, you know, it's kind of like an onion. Let go of these layers where you feel like you know, you're in a challenging energy. You're not going to be able to get out of it, right? Go for what it is that you love, that's beautiful to you. Ask your angels for their help. The angels and your guardian angels are here to help you, but you have to ask them because they're not supposed to interfere without you asking. So ask them for their help. Okay, now, I hope you can see all this. Now we have regeneration. This is where you are letting this challenge go and starting something new. You can see a few leaves popping out here. So this is saying, let go of the suffering, okay? To bring in a life of happiness and joy. You see clearly, so allow yourself to take the actions to bring in the happiness. Okay, let's get a card for regeneration. And I think this overall card is so on target, and so is the crystal that goes with it. Bringing together the spiritual and the physical. Regeneration. You have the Hermit. Yeah, all right. You see this staircase, it goes up the mountain, up the hillside, and it's overlooking this beautiful water. This is you climbing your way or going up these steps by yourself. So it's internal, using your intuition and seeing the truth. You see the light here. They are carrying that lantern of wisdom, understanding, and knowledge, seeking the enlightenment and finding it. So allow yourself to have this moment so you can understand that you are deserving of happiness and joy. So allow yourself to regenerate, to have this new beginning. Let go of the old, bring in the new, which is filled with bright sunshine and happiness. Okay? And now we have higher power. So you have 3 cards that are definitely, let me see what this is, spiritually related. Okay? Here you have the Knight of Wands. Here you have the King. And it's interesting that you have wands with the angels and wands with the higher power. And you have 2 knights. Take action. Go for your goal. And this one is going for your goal of bringing your world into being. The one that you dream about, that you truly want. Here, allow your higher power. This could be your higher self. It could be the angels, source, to help you take action to go for your desires. This is a typically quick-moving energy, but one that is just on fire, with the desire to go forward with what it is that you truly want. And you have the protection and the help from the spiritual side to achieve that. And here, again, it's talking about let it go. This is where you're filled, it's your thoughts, where you're filled with all of these challenging thoughts. You feel really bad. This is very stressful. It takes away your ability to experience joy and go forward with what you want because you can't seem to get out of this energy. And what you need to do is, of course, get out of this energy. And here you have so much help. These are beautiful cards and energies that you have here. So let's see what we get for this. What do we have for the 9 of Swords to help pile number 1? Oh my gosh, amazing. Again, you have wands, wands, wands. A new beginning. So this is letting go of all these challenging thoughts that have you depressed, stressed, unable to think clearly and positively. You're letting this go to bring in this new beginning that's all about what you desire. It gives me chills, really it does. I've got them on my legs. So, 3 of these clarifying cards from the tarot are wands. 3 major arcana. So this is a big change. And you have 2 knights, which is taking action, right? So let go of whatever is pulling you down. Ask the angels for their help, okay? Because you have something beautiful waiting for you. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck here, you have another knight. You have the Knight of Pentacles. And what this is saying, it's the slowest moving knight, where here you have the fastest moving knight. And this is a fast knight. This is saying, go at the speed that is right for you. If you feel like going quickly, then that's right for you. If you feel like taking your time, then that's right for you. But here it's saying it's much more important to be thorough, to get all your T's crossed, all your I's dotted, whatever it is that you need in order to accomplish this goal. That's how to go forward. So that can mean that whatever you feel that happened, in the past that has caused you to have this challenging energy with you that you feel like, you deserve it or you're stuck in it, whatever the case may be. Go through that with a fine-tooth comb and realize it needs to be done, whatever it was, right? Stop that and allow the beautiful sun's energy to come in and go for your desires. They are here for you. I feel like it's an extremely important message for you. It is time to stop having yourself suffer so you can go forward with the love and the happiness and joy. You are protected. You have the spiritual help with you. Use your intuition as well as your clarity to bring your dreams to life. Okay? Let's see what the universe would like to share. This is very, very deep. And hopefully this helps you to realize it is time to allow yourself happiness, comfort, peace. Okay, what do we have here? The Lovers. This can talk about a romantic relationship, but all of this makes me feel like the other interpretation is most appropriate, and that is making an important decision. So it's important for you to make the decision to get out of the challenging energies and go into the beautiful, happy energies that you desire. Yeah, confirmation. This is the same card as this card. Let it go. Okay? That's what the universe is saying. Make the important decision to let this go, to let the suffering go. You couldn't ask for better cards. Look at this. The universe is so awesome. I've got more chills now. Make the decision to let the challenges go and allow this 3 of Cups to come into your life. And for me as a reader, I feel like this is perfect. Because what it is, for one, it's your support system. So if you need help at all throughout this, you have the help here for you. But one of the things that I love the most about this card is it is where you can be you, and the people you're around can be themselves as well. It's filled with happiness, joy, peace, calmness, contentment, happiness. Did I say happiness yet? But it is one of these energies that we would love to be in all the time. So yeah, the universe, make the decision to let go of the suffering and bring in the peace and happiness and joy. Okay? And at the bottom of the deck, from taking that, you have the Hanged Man. And what this is saying is you have questions about this. And I could understand that because this is a major change. How do you do this? What is it? What's it mean? Whatever questions you have about this, take some time by yourself. Use your intuition and ask these questions and find the answers. Your intuition will help guide you, as will the angels and your support system that's here for you. You might be able to do it on your own without any, outside help. But if you need the help, it is here for you. All you have to do is ask. Let's take one more look at this. When you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside of you. And here you have use your intuition twice. Okay? And apply it positively. Positively is a big key word here. And constructively to your outside world. And remember, even this was talking about joining your spiritual self with your earthly self. So it's a big, important, huge message. Let go of whatever you have been going through that's challenging and allow yourself happiness and joy. It will make life so much better. Okay, let's see if there's any closing messages that would like to come out. I truly hope this helps you. And I would love to know if it does, if this was on target for you. So please leave comments for me. Look at this. Your closing message is the Four of Wands. This is a transformation of a wonderful kind. Yeah. Here is saying you're going to be going through a transformation, letting go of one thing and it changing into something totally different. We're going to stop it there because that's absolutely beautiful and 100% on target. But I do want to show you this. At the bottom of the deck, again, the Nine of Swords, Nine of Swords, Nine of Swords. So the universe is making a big deal out of this. Stop putting yourself through this and allow yourself to go through this transformation into love, happiness, and joy. Thank you very much. I truly hope this has helped you. I'll talk to you again. Much love. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome. Thank you so much. And you've picked the pile that has the Howlite. It is an attunement stone. It links the user to higher spiritual consciousness. And it's great for reducing anxiety, tension, and stress, which I think is huge, and eliminates pain, anger, or rage. So it helps you transform into a much happier, more joyful energy where you can put the challenges behind you. I think it's a big, big deal. Okay, so let's put that right here and see the overall message, which is seek. The power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and always will be connected to one another. Beautiful message. Okay, so let's see what cards we have. You have the Wolf Spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Surrender. Birds. Get more information. And 2, Wisdom of the Oracle wanted to come out for you. Building blocks and co-create. And 2, Tarot wanted to come out. They are so opposite. You have the 5 of Pentacles, which is a very challenging energy. It's your thoughts. And there's help here for you should you want it. And then you got the 10 of Pentacles, which is one of the very best cards in the deck. So it's just like the opposites almost. So I wanted to go ahead and bring those out together. And the same for these. I wanted to bring these out together, but these don't have opposing messages. It is saying build on a solid foundation and co-create. So include another in this, and it could be on the spiritual side. It could be somebody here that you know. And what this is also saying is there's something you want to create. It's ready to come forward. Use your wisdom and co-create. Okay? So let's get some tarot to go with these. Let's start with turning knowledge into wisdom. All right. Let's see what we find out. And it is a wolf spirit. And I feel called to say, maybe that is something that is important to you during this time. So you might look up the meaning of the wolf. All right. Let's see what we get for the wolf spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Here, this is a knight. So this means take action. Go for what it is you love. Okay? It is a slower moving energy, but it's saying go for what you love. This will help you turn knowledge into wisdom. And knowledge comes from, things that we've lived through. Take that knowledge and think it through. And apparently, the universe is saying, put love in that equation and turn it into wisdom. That will help you to go forward. Okay, your next card is surrender. Oh, you have a couple of cards that want to come out with that. Surrender preconceived notions is what I am feeling, what is coming to me. If you have preconceived notions about something, you need to let them go. Use this energy of going forward and turning your knowledge into wisdom. Okay? Allow that to come in. Do it with love, but allow it to come in. And here, with surrender, you have the King of Cups. The King of Cups, of course, is a leader. So take a leadership role in this. And the King of Cups is full of intuition and love. I don't know if you can see this, but his heart space, it's radiating out in all directions. So you have two cards of cups, taking action with love and being in a leadership role with love, and they both have intuition. Now the King of Cups is wonderful with his emotional intelligence. He feels all of his emotions and deals with them appropriately, takes the action, but does not allow himself or herself to be so affected by the emotions that they roll him or her. Okay? In other words, he or she stays in control. All right? But do surrender what does not serve you. Take a leadership role in creating the change. And here you have one of the best cards in the deck to me. This is the Three of Cups, which is filled with these wonderful emotional energies of love, happiness, peace, contentment. And it's also one of my cards of your support system. But this is where I'm sure at some point you've gotten together with either a person or people, and everybody feels at ease and you can just be themselves, right? That's this, as well as being your support system. So it's saying surrender whatever has been going on, staying in control of your emotions, but dealing with them and feeling them, and create the peace and happiness and joy. So what this is letting me know is there's been something that's been challenging to you. It's not saying what it is, at least not yet, but it has been a challenge. You need to go for the answers that you're seeking with love and intuition. Because when you surrender to this, it's going to bring in such beautiful, love-filled, calm energy. Now, birds, let's look this up. It is an interesting energy, to say the least. Conversations, training, communication. The Birds card deals with communication in various forms, from phone calls and emails to casual conversation. It might involve gossip, rumor, and speculation. This card usually refers to a group of people with similar interests, like, say, a community, which could, refer to something like that. Among this group, there may be some fussing and complaining about a stressful situation, but the problems are temporary and not very serious and can be easily dealt with. So, communication is a big part of this energy, but it's not a serious, life-altering kind of energy. There might be gossip and stuff, right? A little bit of a challenge, but nothing, life-altering or anything like that. Let's see what we get with this. Okay, this is a very interesting reading. All right, birds. Oh, me oh my. Look at this, birds. Yeah, this could fit right in here. This is, when I see this card in this deck, because the swords are birds, right? And this one's sitting on this man's shoulder, whispering in his ear. It makes me feel like something is being told to you that is of a challenging nature. And the Lenormand Birds card would back that right up. So if something is coming in and it's challenging, and I feel like it might be directed towards you, or you know how in some conversations people will be saying something about you to you, but they word it in such a way that you have to figure it out your own self. They don't come directly out and say what they're thinking. They say it, but they say it in such a way that you are left to assume, which is not good. But if this does happen, don't stress over it. Just let it go. It's not worth it. Okay? However, over here, the angels are saying, get more information. So if it's something that could potentially have a ring of truth to it, do some research. Get more information. Maybe if it's somebody saying it, confront them. Not in a bad way. Here you have cards of love and peace, calm, happiness, right? But, you could always ask them, what are you saying? But what just occurred to me too? It could be if you have an area that you're sensitive to, you might think it's about you. And the possibility exists that it is not. Maybe we'll take a clarifying card for that. But let's see first what get more information is about from the angels. Okay, the angels are saying get more information. Bring in the balance. And what I'm getting from this is don't instantly think it's, using this for example, that it's about you. If you hear something, some gossip or something, don't instantly take it as it's directed to you. Here it's saying get more information. You need to find the balance here. In other words, you need to understand what this is about. Don't assume. Find out. And right over here, remember, turn knowledge into wisdom. So, find out what the truth is. And since this is a minor thing, I guess it could just depend on what you want. You could just let it go or find out. Okay? Now here you have building blocks and co-create. So this is talking about you building something on a solid foundation. And this could have kind of a separate meaning, but it could go right into this too. To me, this kind of thing is not a solid foundation at all. If it's communication that's about gossip and stuff, it's just something that's not even worth entertaining. But here it says get more information, bring in the balance. So it depends on what it's about. You might very well know. I do think we should take a clarifying card though. Excuse me. What is birds and the 5 of swords trying to tell pile number 2? Please and thank you. Well, look at this. You have the sun. The sun is the very best energy in the deck. So what I'm getting from this is, no matter what is said, you need to realize where you are going. Turn the knowledge into wisdom. Build on a solid foundation. Realize that your goal is going for your happiness, your joy. Here is the 5 of Wands. This could be competition, some sort of challenge like that. So there could be potentially jealousy or something going on here. And what I keep getting from this is it's minor. Now mind you, the Sun, Major Arcana, very best card in the deck. So I'm not talking about that. That's beautiful. That's what you want to go for. What I'm getting from this is it's petty. It's little. Do not let it stress you out, okay? And if you feel the need, get more information to find the balance, to find what's real, okay? And even over here, turn knowledge into wisdom. So, here, seek. If it's something that you do feel is related to you, find out. But if it's minor, inconsequential, you don't care, you don't want to, get down and deal with gossip, realize that what you personally are going for is your happiness, and you can leave it at that. Okay? Let the happiness be there for you. Okay, now down here we have building blocks and co-create. Whoa, that jumped right out there. Okay. Brand new beginning. Something that you are very passionate about. It's something that you truly want, something you desire, that you want to go for. And it's saying, do that. Go for that. Because you'll be building on a solid foundation. You'll be birthing something that has been and will be created with wisdom. And right here, turn knowledge into wisdom. And it is with somebody else, which could be somebody spiritual, on the spiritual side, angels. It could be ancestors. It could be on the earthly plane. Only you will know. But yeah. Okay. As I'm talking and pulling cards, what really is coming to me is there is a situation that is a nagging situation, but that it's not potentially really important. It can affect you. It depends on, who gets this information and takes whatever action on it. But it might be absolutely nothing, just people sitting around gossiping. You need to make for sure that you put your focus on turning your knowledge into wisdom and going for what it is you desire and build it on a solid foundation. And I can tell you, gossip is not a solid foundation. However, if it is important communication, that is different. But I do feel like so much of this is about dealing with communication, wisdom, knowledge. So it's in the mind. It can also be in the heart. Okay? But yeah, it's like, spend your time focusing on what it is that's important to you. There's no need to be in some sort of challenging energy because of something that somebody said, unless it is affecting you. Okay, let's see about the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. And like I said, these are maybe not opposites, but just about opposites. Here is suffering, being left out in the cold, which of course could go back to this communication. Here is being in this wonderful, love-filled energy with you and those you love. And it could have to do with roots, a legacy, receiving an inheritance. It could be so many things, but they're all wonderful. Okay? So there is such a contrast here. And I actually feel like this whole reading is a contrast. You have knowledge and wisdom, talk, serious or impactful communication, and knowing the difference between the two. And look what flew out. This is the very same energy as this. And so the universe is telling you, Source is telling you, this is important. Pay attention to the Ten of Pentacles, the happiness for you and those you truly care about. Okay? Here you have the Three of Pentacles. This can be learning, teaching, working with others. So, let's look at seek. The power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and always will be connected to one another. Okay. And let's look at Howlite again. The crystal that you picked. Attunement stone links the user to higher spiritual consciousness. Great for reducing anxiety, tension, and stress. It helps to eliminate pain, anger, or rage. Okay, so what I'm getting from all of this is you are in a situation where it is possible that something could be going on behind your back, or maybe you're included, like I said earlier, where somebody's saying something or doing something and it's not directed at you directly, but it is indirectly, potentially. So what you really need to do is exclude outside baloney, to put it nicely, and go for your wisdom, your knowledge. Okay? If you are really concerned or attached to this, get more information, find out so you can create the balance. But do not stress over trivial matters. Focus on what's important to you. Your solid foundation, what it is you desire, because it's going to bring you this absolutely beautiful energy that is wonderful for you and those you love. And somewhere in here, I feel like it is possible there could be some jealousy somewhere. But again, does that affect you? If something in here affects you, then you might need to deal with it, to bring in the balance, to deal with the odd competition. But see, here is the sun. What you want and what is available for you is the beautiful happiness and the friendship and love which you need to surrender to. So if you've been involved in gossip or people stabbing you in the back, something like that, you need to just let it go if it's not affecting you. If it is, you need to deal with it and then let it go. And go for what it is that's important to you, which is you and the people you love, what you desire. Okay? And at the bottom of the deck, what you have is the star, which is wonderful. You see, she's got a lasso around the star, and you have the sun. This is what you truly want is here for you. All you have to do is bring it into your life. And it's also, if you need healing, it is here for you as well. And if there are situations or people that are being hurtful to you, you might need to heal. But also consider the source, right? If it's not important to you, if it's just gossip, I just let it go. Surrender. Bring love in, and the happiness and joy and the people that are really true to you. Bring those in and go forward. This is turning out very, very interesting. I don't think I've ever done a reading that's about gossipy people. Nah, I think this is a first. And there's that group out there that will just try to wreak havoc or, make your life a challenge. And like I said, if it's not affecting you directly in any way, that has impact, I just wouldn't even focus on it. But if it does, then, you might have to deal with it. King of Pentacles. Take a leadership role in this. This is a little bit more of a traditional energy, but it's all about your abundance. This is the energy of having the Midas touch. And over here, this can bring in wealth. So, as far as finances go, you have an opportunity here to bring that in. Now, part of what's important here, you have a king here and a king here. Take a leadership role in how you go forward. Rise above whatever trivial things people are trying to dish out. Go for what's important to you. Beautiful energy here, the Four of Wands. This is a transformation. It can be one that's a little more official. Like say marriages, you go in single, you come out married. But what it is, it's a transformative energy. So if you have found yourself in the past stuck in some sort of challenging energies because of others, it is time to transform that, okay, into something wonderful. And look at this. You have the star twice, and you have the 10 of Pentacles twice. So the universe is giving you a wonderful message. What do you want? You know, what is your desire? Whatever it is, you can bring this down to earth. You can bring it into your life instead of focusing on whatever challenges are here. Even this is saying it. Focus on your happiness. And at the bottom of the deck, okay, you have the Magician, which is a very powerful energy. And this is letting you know it's all up to you. You have everything you need. If you want to focus on this, well, it's here for you. If you want to focus on what it is you truly want, the happiness, the desire, the wonderful family life that's abundant, you have everything you need to focus on that. Of course, the choice is yours. Okay? Seek and ye shall find. What you're looking for, you will find. So, go for this and this. Use your Magician energy and make this transformation into what you want. Okay, let's get a closing card. Very interesting. It is indeed. So, you know, I've had times in my life, I might have mentioned this already, as have we all most likely, where there's been people in your life and you're going, why are they doing this? And I have found out over time the very best thing to do is just let it go. You know, it's not worth spending the time on. Okay, here you have the King of Cups, here you have the Queen. Absolutely beautiful energy. This is the mother archetype, and all she wants to do is help. So again, in a similar fashion as this would be your support system. So you have 3 cards, the Knight, the Queen, and the King of Cups that are filled with love and intuition that are here for you. Allow this to come in and help you smooth out those ripples. Okay, it's wonderful energy. And you have several cards here that talk about using your intuition. So use your intuition to help you as well. So I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you again. Have a wonderful time. Much love. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. You are the pile that chose the Hezonite or the Garnet. This cinnamon stone can bring joy and happiness into your life, stability, and it also helps to balance emotions. So it's really beneficial. Okay? Let's see what we have here. Your first card is Receive. You are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. So, it is time for you to be able to receive, not just give. Okay? So let's see what we have. Bring a gentle touch. Illumination. Ring. Perfect timing. Yang. And the world. Okay. Let's talk about these and get some tarot. Here, you have the Dear Spirit. Bring a gentle touch. In other words, the actions that you take towards yourself and others, make them gentle and loving and kind. Okay? And you have illumination. So something is going to come to light. And this energy about being able to receive will most likely have something to do with that. A lot of people, which is wonderful, want to give and help. But when it comes to receiving, it can be a bit of a challenge. Here, it looks like it's a time of illumination, a time to create the understanding or dive a little deeper into it so you understand about receiving. Because it looks like it is time for that. Somebody or a situation wants to give to you, and you need to be able to receive it. Okay, and now you have ring. I'm going to read to you about that. Promise, dedication, union, marriage, responsibility. The ring card is primarily about strong relationships based on commitment, such as successful marriages and long-term partnership. The ring indicates the necessity of responsibility and a serious approach to obligations and liabilities. The ring can bring the long-awaited conclusion to mutually desired treaties or other agreements. It is dedication, union, responsibility, promise. So it is something that is very good. And here you have perfect timing. So whatever is going on in your life, it is the time to receive. Now here you have yang, which is talking about taking action. And I'm sure it's about the act of receiving, which is kind of interesting because I could see the yin energy, which is the receiving energy, going very well here. But it's saying you need to be an active participant, going forward, taking the action. So maybe you need to put in the effort to allow yourself to receive. Okay? And now you have the world. And this is talking about ending a cycle and beginning something new. And oftentimes, doesn't have to be, but oftentimes is the end of something that has been challenging. So you need to be able to receive without giving sometimes. Okay? Maybe there was a time when you had to give, say in a relationship that might have not been very well balanced. You were giving a lot and not receiving much. So it looks like an end is coming for that, where you're going to be able to have some time of receiving, which is wonderful. Okay, the dear spirit, bring a gentle touch to this situation. And I can see how that would be so appropriate here. Bring a gentle touch. Allow yourself to receive. And you have the Queen of Wands, which is very interesting. The Queen of Wands, I don't see her as being gentle. Not that she's rough, but she's all about going for her desires. She's very attractive in some way. So she draws people to her. But if there's something she wants, she goes for it. And down here you have yang, which is similar, taking action. So you have, not opposing, but some energies on both sides. The yin energy and the yang. Yang is taking action and going forward. Yin is allowing things to come in. And you would think, receiving, you're allowing things to come in. But this has a little bit of a different dynamic. You have the Queen of Wands, who would be more yang, going for what you want. And this is saying, go for what you want. So here is more yin. Bring a gentle touch. So maybe it is finding the middle ground via media, going forward in the yang, but being gentle about it. So go for your desires, but allow yourself to receive. Okay, and there's illumination that's coming in for you. Stay straight. So maybe receiving has been challenging for you. Giving, on the other hand, has not. And look at this, another powerful energy. This is the Chariot, making the decision to go for what you want and going for it. Kind of similar here, you know, taking action. I find it very interesting. Okay, and so we have Ring, which is promise, dedication, union, marriage, responsibility, etc. Let's see what we get for that. I find this very, very interesting, that receiving tends to be more of a yin energy, but here it seems to be quite yang. So maybe it could be that you're having to put in the effort. That's probably what it is, that you're having to put in the effort in order to receive, because it's rather foreign to you. Okay, with Ring, you have the Page of Pentacles. This is an opportunity coming in where it's earthly matters, you know, say abundance, which can be, you know, stable finances or gaining financially, but it could be happiness, joy, homes, whatever the case may be. But an opportunity is coming in for this. Okay, I think what is going on here is things are changing a little, and an opportunity is going to come in, and you're going to need to be able to receive. And it might be something you're not well practiced at, but you're gaining the illumination in it. Yeah, that's what I see here. And this bring a gentle touch, at least at this stage, I'd say, is bring a gentle touch to yourself. If you're not used to receiving, it takes practice. It takes, you know, learning. So, take this action, gain this illumination, so when the opportunity happens where it's time to receive, you'll be able to do that. Yeah, that's what this is about. Wow. I'm giggling because 2 of the 3 piles have been really out there in a realm that doesn't happen often, if ever. Okay, perfect timing. Yes. It is the perfect time for you to go for what it is you want. Leave behind something where you've been, which would be always being the giver, not the receiver. Go for this happiness, the calm waters. Go for where it is that enables you to receive. You know, truly receive. You know, there are some situations where, say somebody gives somebody a compliment, they even have a hard time with that. Just saying thank you and being done with it. You know, they'll come up and say things that are like, oh, it was nothing, I don't deserve, you know, recognition for it. So sometimes it's very hard for some people to receive. And looks like you're needing to learn how to do it, but you are learning. Yang. The King of Cups. Okay, the King of Cups is filled with intuition and love. Takes a leadership role, is very, very intelligent when it comes to his emotions. He deals with them wonderfully. He fills them all and acts on them, but doesn't allow them to control him. So take action in this. Be able to receive appropriately and in your heart. Allow it to come in. Okay, well, this one's to come out. Okay, here you have the world ending a cycle that has potential to have been challenging, to go for something that you want. And you have the Four of Cups clarifying that. And the Four of Cups talks about you being in an energy of potentially apathy or just not being very content, and knowing that you really need to make changes. And the universe is letting you know now's the time to create the change. And right here you have that very thing, the change. So maybe you weren't very happy always having to give or do. And you're creating the change to where now you can also receive. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's kind of going along with this, saying, yeah, create this change. Allow yourself to receive. And it's going to be a beneficial time for you. A wonderful, I don't know if it's lesson, but a wonderful thing learned. Giving is wonderful, and so is receiving. And you just have to know when the right time is for each. And it definitely looks like this is the time for you to receive. Okay. Let's see what the universe would like to share. It's a wonderful reading. It is. I find it interesting, the contrast between the yin and the yang. But it looks like you need to take the action to learn how to receive in the best way possible. Okay? You have the Queen of Wands again. So the universe is saying, I meant what I said. Go for what it is you want. Be adamant about it. And in this case, it's the ability to receive graciously and truly. The moon, use your intuition to help you. And it looks like maybe there's some parts that you don't quite understand. It doesn't have to be that, but it's possible. And that's okay. They will come to you as you learn and grow in this. And you have the Knight of Cups, which is taking action, going for what it is you love, something that means something to your heart, which fits right in with learning how to receive. Okay, let's close this out. And wait a second. Let me look at the bottom of the deck here. Whoops. Okay, this explains a lot. The bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. This is a lot of worry, stress, concern. They're your own thoughts, but it looks like there has been a time where you are really stressed, very challenging. And since this whole reading is about giving and receiving, then that would have something to do with it. Maybe that's why there is such hesitancy in receiving, where you're actually having to learn how to do that. The word that just popped into my mind was guilt. We are brought up in ways that can be challenging sometimes. And maybe there was something in your past where you felt guilt if you received. It doesn't have to be that. But yeah, I feel like this is what has caused an issue with receiving. You need to just let that go. Okay? It will not serve you. No amount of stress or worry or guilt is going to, create this positive change. You need to allow yourself to receive, learn how to receive. And I can see now where this yang energy is coming in, because this is a strong energy. You need to take the positive action to learn how to receive and genuinely receive. Let your heart be filled with joy when somebody's trying to give something to you, okay? As long as it's positive and it's something that you're okay with, allow that. Let this go. Let this be gone out of your life. Okay, now let's see. What card would like to come out to close this for you, pile number 3? Fabulous energy. The 10 of Cups. This is you and the people you love and care about being very happy. So, by you learning how to receive, you're not just going to make yourself happy, you're going to make those that love you, that you love happy, which makes perfect sense. When I'm doing something for another and they receive it well, it makes me so happy in my heart, and vice versa. So giving is wonderful, but you also have to be able to receive. That is just as wonderful. It's just the other side of it. Okay, and just to talk about this crystal again, one more quick time. It brings joy and happiness into your life, stability, and helps balance emotions. So, wonderful crystal for this. Learning how to receive. You already know how to give, but learning how to receive and having the love and joy that goes with that. So thank you so much. I truly hope this helped you. Have a wonderful time. And if it did, please leave a comment. Thank you. Much love. Bye.